So, and which you found obviously yourself, I believe, online as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, with regards to that.
I read reviews constantly.
Yes. Yeah. And it was also quite far down south as well, wasn't it?
Yes,
it was.
Yeah,
Which
it
is
was
why
way
you didn't go
down
to see it
south.
in the obviously, to start with.
And I was looking more when I visited up here.
Yes.
Than when we were down there, because then realised you were so close.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, I think it was actually a Sunday you come to see me one day.
We did, because we made an appointment, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just couldn't do Saturday on Sunday.
Yeah, and then with this one as well, I know when we was originally looking, obviously you ended up choosing one of the Riverwood lodges, which is 13 foot by 40.
Yeah.
But at the start you was looking at 12s and didn't realise you'd fit a 14 in, if I was right.
That's
or
right.
13.
I mean, now I know we could have had a bit bigger.
You could, yeah. Especially with cutting the trees down as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
A lot more space, but we could have had it a bit longer and even a bit wider.
Yeah.
But we didn't. So
I
love this. I love this.
And to be honest with you, obviously with this lodge as well, you would never know that this is only 13 foot anyway, would you?
No.
Because they do a 14 foot version.
Yeah.
But sat in here now, I don't think I'd notice a difference if I was in the 14 or the 13, to be honest with you.
It's really spacious.
Yeah.
I was saying to my daughter-in-law's dad this morning, he popped in to have a look.
Yes.
And I said, my house in Birmingham, the sitting room wasn't even quite this big, to be honest. I had a through lounge.
Yes.
But this area is bigger than what I had there.
Yeah. And I think most people find that as well, especially with bathrooms and kitchens, because the way that they do use the room, obviously within the lodges and holiday homes and caravans, it's a testament to how much space they can get and how much storage they can get in such as obviously sort of small square footage. Because like this kitchen, it's bigger than mine at home.
It's bigger than the one
in
Birmingham, definitely.
So and there's so much in them as well, and what you get out of it, and so easy to use. It's not here, there, and everywhere. So I think that obviously the spaces are used very well. Yeah. Now, and obviously with yourself, Carol, you have chosen to have it on your own land as extra accommodation, obviously on your son's property. And you also took advantage, which you hadn't been offered before, was our turnkey service. So, which was from choosing the holiday home to it being delivered, sited, tested,
aftercare,
and the jet wash as well. But so from that experience, and I know you've not bought a lodge or a holiday home or like this before, but what can you actually say about that experience and about the sort of step-by-step process and how you was kept informed of things?
Oh, it's fabulous. Yeah, definitely, 100%. Your after-sales service is just brilliant. Yeah. Everything you've told me, you've followed through with.
Yes. Yeah.
Still waiting for one thing, but that's
which I was meant to bring today, but we'll bring that back. I'm coming tomorrow.
Yeah, but otherwise, everything's been just great. I do appreciate it.
And with reference of it, I know the plumbers and electricians have been out here. I know your son was just doing a little bit of the work himself, and then Lee come out to the plumber to give you some advice on that side of things as well. Because I think he come twice, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't always up here when.
Of course you wasn't. Yeah. Because you're back home. Yeah. Okay. And what improvements do you think, obviously as my leisure home, what improvements do you think we could make on our service?
I don't, to be honest.
Yeah.
I definitely don't.
Okay, well that's good.
What more could you do than what you've already done?
Yeah.
By following everything up and phoning me constantly. Yeah. The girls have phoned me just to see, how I was. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, lovely.
And
well, that's very nice.
That was all unexpected, but that was really nice.
Yeah. And from what we can gather, obviously we've been in the industry, myself and Steve, for quite a while. When we offer this sort of service, we haven't seen other people doing sort of the whole thing that we do, i.e. the delivering, the coming out to do site visits beforehand, finding the right lodge, advising you on obviously pulling it in,
everything,
and that sort of side of it. So we always try and obviously provide a service where it's as easy as possible, or you can do it all yourself. Do you know? So it's either or.
Because we had no experience of this before. Yeah. Didn't even expect everything that you've given us, to be honest. So, bonus all the way through.
Yeah. I just got bit. Thank you. I must have said something wrong. So from yours and John's experience then, and obviously saying there's sort of nothing for us to improve on from our service. what would you say to someone that was thinking about obviously purchasing a lodge, or either on a park or on their own land like you have with John, as extra accommodation? What would you sort of say to them?
To go and see you. To go and see, well, my leisure home.
My leisure home, yeah.
Yeah, to go and see you and talk to you first before even going anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, just for that full understanding, isn't it? And I think before you come out, so obviously I showed you this lodge. It was actually on a holiday park, wasn't it? We took it off to.
Well, I had phoned you, or you'd phoned me.
You spoke to Steve.
Phoned me.
You spoke to Steve via email, I think.
No, it was you that recommended this one, wasn't it?
This particular lodge,
you phoned me. I remember you phoned me, and you said, how are you getting on with your search?
Yes, because we lost contact for quite a while, didn't we?
Yes.
Because what you was looking for, and obviously you were about the holiday home down south. I know we were speaking quite a lot at one point, and then obviously with you being in Birmingham and what you had going on, you didn't come over, or you didn't have time to come over. And then obviously, and then it just clicked one day for what you was looking for. We were struggling really to sort of accommodate what you'd seen somewhere else, where if it was real, if it was actually for sale and it got back to you, it was actually a good offer, but it probably not the right, like say, manufacturer, but also not the service.
And then we would have had a lot more to do.
A lot more, and obviously the transport bookings and that.
But you got in first, and you phoned and said, well, what are you actually looking for? And I told you, because we searched a lot online and we knew more about what we were looking for then. And you said, okay, let me get back to you. And about 15-20 minutes later, you called me straight back. And you said, come and have a look at this, and you sent me the link.
I sent you the video.
I was sold on that.
Also, when I sent the video, obviously I said don't worry about the price, because
that's right.
When you are doing off-site, obviously off-site lodges and caravans, they're always cheaper than what they'd be on the site, because obviously the park then doesn't.
Well, we didn't even know that, so that was another bonus. When you said don't worry about it.
Well, that's why I had to call you back, because obviously I had to have a chat with Steve to see what we could do, because. I know you obviously got a good deal on this one, but it was it was one of them which we do have now and again when they're sat there for a while. Obviously on a sort of park, then obviously we can do better offers on them as well. So they're always good ones for people to look at, the ones that we need to sell. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously it's been sat for a while. So
it worked well for both of us. Didn't we?
Definitely.
For you selling it and for me.
Definitely. And obviously you put your own little spin on things in here. I know you're obviously not too bothered about the spare room. You took one of the beds out, for extra storage, which a lot of people do. We do have quite a few people ask for one beds, but one bed you wouldn't actually get any more storage than that second room, and then you've always got it there in case, haven't you? Am I going to get bitten again?
It doesn't usually do that.
It's because I was flashing this about. She's probably fed up. And obviously you've got your own decking on the side with the composite. Looks really, really well.
It'd be lovely when all that's finished as well and painted. It's going to be, and all the skirt around the bottom is doing.
Oh right, and is that going in the wood then, or is that in the composite?
In the wood. I wanted the composite.
Yes, it's very expensive. Yes, yes it is. But that's lovely how he's done it in there, and obviously sank it in. Obviously, when you do the skirting, he's not doing it solid, is he? He's doing it the ranch.
No, you have to leave. Do you have to leave?
You've got to. Yes, you do. If it's solid, then you can get vents. That obviously pull the air through. But as long as I think I've actually mentioned that to him before.
He'll know.
Yes. He's
so funny.
Well, he definitely.
But he does love doing it. He's finishing the steps off on Friday.
Lovely.
Like other customers to see what does set us apart from the rest, but it's all right us saying it as a company, but to actually hear it from our very own customers.
Like when we say we offer a turnkey service and they go,
I know, I didn't even know what that was, and I didn't expect, we didn't expect all what you've given us.
People, I don't think people quite understand that we will come out. Do you know what I mean? And then when it gets, obviously a lot of people expect you as soon as it gets delivered, that's it. But obviously it's not. And it's not the case. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I say, I know if one of my family members was going to buy one, you wouldn't want it just dumping there and then.
That's how we were with our because we used to go out to so many customers' houses. Great big posh houses. We have sold lots of art to thousands of pounds worth, to be honest, sometimes. and we do after-sales service.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong, can you?
No, it's what it's all about. And that's obviously why our reviews of it on Trustpilot and everything's so good.
Yeah.
But like little things like I was just saying about the skirting, obviously if someone blocks all that off without knowing that it needs vents or gaps in it, you know, because people will just do whatever, and it's like I say about Ricky doing the sighting. Some people think, obviously, because it's about £500 he charges, obviously coming out into, it was a little bit more here, but because he had to take it from there. But by the time he sighted and levelled it, paid for all the axle stands, the breeze blocks, everything else, and 2 lads come here, and obviously Jack can level it with his aftercare visit as well. It's definitely worth the money, because I wouldn't want to get under this and jack it up myself. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't want my insurance liability worried about me under there either.
I actually saw them underneath it.
Yeah. It's they're big heavy things. Do you know what I mean? To give it a go, it's probably not worth it. So that's why we do obviously offer that service.
Yeah, really good.